Welcome to Redmond Central Connector, a 4-mile segment of the 42-mile East Side Rail Corridor, Eastrail. Please join me in acknowledging our elected officials who have joined us today to celebrate the launch of the new Rail Corridor brand. King County Councilmember Claudia Balducci. We have from Kirkland, Toby Nixon and Kelly Curtis. From Redmond, we have Mr. Hank Margison. From Sound Transit, we have Peter Rogoff, the CEO.
Hey, even though you're over elected, huh?
You're not elected, yeah. Non-elected, but here representing Cascade Bicycle Club, Richard Smith.
Hey.
As well as a lot of other people that have been a part of this community for a very long time. So thank you everyone for coming out today. The vision for the East Side Rail Corridor includes the creation of a multi-use corridor for all our partners. That includes utility and multimodal transportation infrastructure, a linear park and regional trail with public, public art and community gathering places. Ultimately, these improvements help our cities thrive with improved pedestrian activity, new transportation choices, vibrant business districts. Acquisition of this corridor allowed the city to improve the street grid, build a regional stormwater facility beneath us, construct this regional trail and park, provide an opportunity for light rail to serve downtown. Right now, we are standing near a public artwork by artist John Fleming that serves as a platform for performing artists and a beacon that draws people from the Redmond Central Connector into the downtown business district. This park is home to many civic events and drives thousands of people into the business districts to visit restaurants and retail establishments. Since the development of the Redmond Central Connector, more than a dozen vacant and developing commercial spaces in downtown have been leased and are operating successfully. Many of our new tenants reported choosing their downtown Redmond location due to the proximity to the Redmond Central Connector and the vibrant pedestrian activity in downtown. Beyond this downtown segment of the Redmond Central Connector, we have constructed north to DigiPen Institute of Technology along Willows Road, where over 50% of the students bike or walk to school. We have plans to complete the Redmond Central Connector in the next couple of years and link it to Kirkland near 124th Street. At that time, people will be able to make a more direct connection to the East Side Rail Corridor between the downtown Redmond and Totem-like urban areas. Redmond is proud to be a partner in the development of the East Side Rail Corridor, and we recognize that the brand will improve regional knowledge about the East Side Rail Corridor. You got to call it Eastrail. I don't know what's in it. Including the Redmond Central Connector, Cross Kirkland Corridor, and all of the cities within the 42-mile stretch of the corridor. I invite you all to join us here in Downtown Park for our summer event series called So Bazaar on the last 3 Thursday evenings in August. And today, following this event, there will be an art walk we have one of our arts commissioners, Marco Cota, who will be guiding it. He has a little yellow thing in the air. And we also have a bike ride following with Cascade. Next, I would like to invite all of the elected officials and members of the RAC and the Funding Commission up on the stage to unveil the new brand.
It's against the rules. Wait till they take it off.
Well, there it is. The East Side Rail Corridor is now the Eastrail. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank everybody behind me and everybody at all of the cities and jurisdictions and organizations that helped to make this corridor something that we will all enjoy for generations to come. My name is Claudia Balducci. I'm on the King County Council, formerly from the Bellevue City Council, so I bring my Bellevue hat, and we're part of the East Rail. And we are delighted to be able to unveil this brand today. 12 years ago, the future of this then rail corridor was really uncertain. It was Burlington Northern Santa Fe, and they had announced that they were going to abandon rail use in the corridor. And there was a real risk that it would break up into small pieces and just attach to the next door properties and be lost to public use. And there was a lot of vision that came to bear at the regional level, at the local level. We have former Mayor Rosemarie Ives here today. She was one of the lead people who said, let's preserve this for the future generations. And through a lot of hard work and leadership from people like Ron Sims and Kurt Triplett, I can't name them all, I apologize for those I am leaving out, but this corridor was purchased and preserved for public use. And then some of the local jurisdictions, I want to call out Kirkland and Redmond for having the vision to purchase their own segments and start to open them up for the kind of use and enjoyment that their public has already. We've been opening gradually segments of the trail, and today we make a turn to talking about this as a singular regional asset. And we're going to have to practice how to say it. Is it the Eastrail or is it the Eastrail? I think you can choose, and the ambiguity is part of the benefit of this brand, because it's both. It's a trail. It's going to be the home for rail and transportation. It's going to knit the East Side together. And as you could tell, listening to Councilmember Bernie, Council Chair Bernie, this isn't just a trail for transportation, although it is that. It is definitely going to be a way for people to get to and from work and home. When REI opens their new headquarters up in Bellevue, I guarantee you will see lots of employees using that corridor to commute on. But it's also a place to recreate. It's going to connect the communities to one another. It's going to bring the entire region here to enjoy the East Side and all that we have to offer. It's going to support new businesses and just great places for learning and to play and all of that stuff. And you can see that already. So I am absolutely thrilled to be part of this project along with all these folks here, and I'm thrilled with the brand. I got to tell you, I'm not a branding person. I knew we needed a brand, but I was not looking forward to this project because I feel like I don't have good taste. Whatever I picked was bound to be disappointing to people. I really love this, I have to say. And one thing, I will tell you one secret. Kurt, where's Kurt? Kurt's the project manager on the Eastrail project, and he made little stickers, and if you take a sticker, if you cut that out and turn it around backwards, it is the shape of a locomotive, an engine locomotive, and that is a complete accident. That was just a happy accident, so we knew that was the right brand because it tells the story of this rail turned trail and someday to be rail. Okay. Next, we have some comments from our partner at Sound Transit, CEO of Sound Transit, Peter Rogoff. Come on up.
Thank you, Member Balducci, and I'm here to tell you that that was not a coincidence, that it only makes sense that you see a locomotive on the inverse side. Just remember, you can't spell Eastrail without R-A-I-L. And it actually makes sense for Sound Transit's partnership with this. We have been thrilled to be a partner with King County, with the Department of Natural Resources, with this whole initiative, not only in the branding, but also contributing dollars for something that's critically important, namely access to the Sound Transit network. In 2023, as many of you know, all of that civil construction that you're seeing along 520 now and through this city of Bellevue will be the Blue Line, and it will open. We will open 10 stations in one day. Two of those stations will be immediately adjacent to this trail. The one at Marymore Park in South Redmond and at Wilburton in Bellevue. But two other stations will actually be able to connect, this trail will connect to other trails. So in effect, 4 of the 10 stations that we will be opening in 2023 will be trail accessible. They'll all be rail accessible. More importantly than anything else, this has really been an ideal partnership. You know, sometimes it is challenging for even municipal agencies that are all receiving dollars from the same taxpayers to play ideally well in the sandbox. But this has been one where between the cities along the trail, Sound Transit, DNRP, Parks and Recreation departments of the cities themselves, it's just it's brought around a vision that's just only going to get better as we extend the trail. Let me say one last bit of gratitude to Claudia Balducci. She serves as chair of our System Expansion Committee on the Sound Transit Board. And just a couple of weeks ago, her System Expansion Committee approved a contract of several $100 million that's going to extend the rail after we deliver till 2023 to Overlake. In 2024, we'll do 2 more stations to get right here to downtown Redmond. Embedded in that contract is dollars to close a missing link on this trail. which has been something that I think will serve us all well and will just be better access for all when we open that segment in 2024. So thank you, Claudia Balducci. Thank you to all the partners. You can't spell Eastrail without R-A-I-L. Thank you.
It's just getting started. When this thing's actually 44 contiguous miles going up into Snohomish, and you're intersecting with 520 and I-90 and the Cedar River Trail and the Lake to Sound Trail, and you really are building something that's absolutely unique and incredible and deserves a new name like this. Jay Arnold on the Kirkland City Council always says that every time you connect a new segment up, or you connect a new neighborhood, or you connect a new amenity, you're really making the trail exponentially better. It's a network effect. It's not just adding that one new thing, but it actually makes the whole trail, the whole interconnected network better, and that's what's really so exciting. And so I'm here today to talk a little bit about the Eastrail Partners, which is a group that's getting formed with kind of the same idea. So far there have been a lot of community groups that have been really chipping in and helping out in this effort. Led by the Cascade Bike Club, the Eastside Greenway Alliance especially has been advocating and supporting the development of this trail for a long time and helping to ensure some really strategic pieces got done. It was kind of an emergency, so we really all pitched in and got it going. So anyway, and that really has helped lay the groundwork for what's going to be happening in the next few years. But now as it starts to come together, so many more people are getting excited about it. You're seeing developers up and down the trail. You're seeing businesses up and down the trail. You're seeing neighborhood organizations up and down the trail that are really starting to want to get involved and see what they can do to help out. And so Eastrail Partners just recently formed. We were going to be Eastrail Partnership, but we found out apparently you can't be a nonprofit partnership in the state of Washington, so we're partners. So that's better probably. So yeah. So yeah, we're very excited. Since we just actually incorporated last week, we don't have a booth yet. We don't have sign-ups, but keep your eye out. We'll have obviously websites and that sort of thing coming up soon, and it'll be a way for all of us to get involved in this really what I think is going to be the absolute best public amenity on this whole east side, and for us all to be able to chip in and help out through the Eastrail Partners. All right, thanks.
All right, well, that's it for our brief presentation. I just want to close by saying thank you to all of you for being here today to enjoy and support the further development of this incredible trail, to honor the unveiling of our Eastrail brand and our tag, Let's Connect, because we want to connect all these places. And go out and enjoy the trail today. There's going to be a ride in a little while, and some of us will be out there on it. We hope to see you out there. Thanks, and have a great day. All right.